What's up, everyone? So I've been off social media for about a month, and I can honestly say that I don't really miss it, but I do miss like certain parts of it, but for the most part I don't really miss it, and it feels pretty good. So this whole thing was kind of like a personal experiment, and I basically just wanted to see how social media was really affecting me. I've been doing a lot of research and kind of doing some self healing and stuff like that. So that was the main reason why I even decided to do that. And I honestly can see why a lot of people do quit social media, and I can honestly say that it's very important to be able to step away from all of that. And I kind of wanted to just make a little video and explain some of the things that I've learned so far, and just kind of share my experience. So even though I was off social media for a month, I did have my boyfriend help me out, maintain my accounts, and somewhat still be in the loop and still have a presence on there. But the whole time I did have all the apps uninstalled on my phone, and I did keep my hands clean, and I didn't swipe or like anything. So that was just that. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to share was that there is life outside of social media, obviously, but I think in terms of just being able to be a human and enjoy the moment for yourself without worrying about posting or sharing it, or just all of that stuff is just unnecessary. I feel a lot of people don't realize that when we have social media, there's this lens, this thing covering our eyes, the screen, and it's really hard to get out of that mindset when you're always trying to build your followers and build your likes and this and that and da da da. But when you're able to just step back and just be a freaking human, and you're able to just enjoy the moment, it's very eye-opening to show you how of a downward spiral we've gone just worrying about posting stuff. And honestly, I feel that was the best part when I uninstalled all my social apps and just been able to just enjoy every single moment that I've gone through so far in this month. And not every single moment is fun, but being able to just ground yourself and being able to take control of your own thoughts, your own emotions, and not be influenced by anything else. I feel that was just one of the best things about stopping. Yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted to share from the start. There was one interesting thing that I did notice. Trying to connect with new people, being off social media I guess it was just a weirdness now, because when you meet new people nowadays, it's oh yeah, let me get your Instagram, or let me add you on Snapchat, or this and that. But this time around, I extended certain people the opportunity to just exchange phone numbers, to be able to have a direct contact. And I noticed that 9 out of 10 people decided that that option wasn't either for them, or maybe it was a scary option, or not entirely sure. But I thought it was kind of interesting that a lot of people didn't want to exchange phone numbers. And when I was growing up, having someone's phone number, a direct contact, was one of the most important things. It was the next step in a relationship or a friendship. So just kind of experiencing a little bit of that, and having people prefer to add you on social media versus having your direct contact was kind of interesting. And I don't know, that was just kind of something interesting that I noticed that I wanted to share. But I actually prefer a phone call over a text message. I really enjoy just directly talking to someone. But yeah, that was just kind of a weird thing that I noticed, and that's just the way it is. The last thing I wanted to share was I always had a pretty pessimistic mindset, especially from high school till somewhat now. And I feel I don't want to make it seem I'm blaming social media, but I do feel that social media had played a role. I do feel social media really fuels that fire if you have a negative mindset, and it just kind of keeps you in it. And I feel just being able to step away from social media has helped me really become more optimistic, which is super weird. I've noticed that even though nothing's perfect, I've been going through this month, but somehow I've been able to keep a positive attitude because I've been able to kind of just check in with my mental self and not concern myself with anything that's online or being fed like subliminal messages or anything like that. So I can honestly say, like, being off social media, I feel happier and I feel more in tune, I guess, with myself. So I think, like, if you're a person who's like, I need to find myself, maybe try stepping away from social media and really get to know yourself. And I think you'd probably be a happier person. And it really does help you get grounded and work through the problems yourself versus, like, telling the entire world your dirty laundry or something. So in February, I will be coming back to social media, but I honestly have like this new mindset of how I want to go about it, because I feel like social media is a really good tool to use, especially just being able to connect with people. I for sure am gonna like limit my usage. I already found like a cool little app that kind of gives you a time limit of how much you use certain apps, and then after that it'll just like lock the app. And well, the whole thing about America right now, it seems, is that there's a lot of mental health issues. There's been a lot of studies too, but social media does really affect you mentally. And I think if you are dealing with mental stuff, mental illnesses and mental problems, I feel like taking a break from social media, taking a break from certain things like your phone, would definitely probably help you. But yeah, that's just kind of like some of the stuff I wanted to share. With that, one love, peace.
How you gon' win when you ain't right? You said, how you gon' win when you ain't right? Lauren said, come again. Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to become self-aware. Behind the calls and the texts, it's